In recent hours, the southwest of Cologne, Germany, has been the scene of an extreme weather event that has caused severe flooding and profoundly disrupted the daily lives of thousands of people. What began as an intense daytime storm quickly turned into a water-related emergency, saturating drainage systems and flooding streets, avenues, homes, and businesses. The intensity of the rain fell suddenly, giving many residents no time to prepare. The rainfall became persistent and extremely heavy in a short period of time, causing large amounts of water to accumulate in low-lying urban areas. Within minutes, entire streets became rivers, and parked vehicles began to become partially submerged. Water entered garages, basements, and even lower levels of residential buildings, affecting personal property and structures. One of the most dramatic scenes unfolded on the streets of Bergheim, a district west of Cologne, where in addition to the heavy rain, an impressive hailstorm fell, leaving accumulations of ice in a matter of minutes. The hail pounded roofs, vehicles, and gardens as people sought shelter amid the confusion. Many residents captured on video the exact moment the sky turned dark and icy precipitation began to mix with water, further hampering natural drainage and increasing the risk of property damage. Images circulating from the area show an unrecognizable city, completely flooded avenues, overflowing storm drains, and residential areas completely covered in water. In several parts of southwest Cologne, the water reached considerable heights, forcing many families to evacuate on their own. Elderly people and children were helped by neighbors to move to higher ground or access dry areas, while the streets became impassable even for the largest vehicles. The rapidity with which this storm developed has highlighted the vulnerability of some urban areas to extreme events. Although heavy rains have been recorded in the region on other occasions, the combination of intense rainfall and hail in such a short period of time is unusual and has generated great concern among residents. Many agree that they cannot recall a storm of this nature in years, especially at a time when the climate had been relatively stable. Social media was filled with citizen reports showing the rushing water through the streets, as well as testimonies from people trapped in the floodwaters, inside their vehicles, or at transit stations. Some recorded how the water quickly rose above the tires, while others showed garages filling up like swimming pools. These types of recordings have helped raise awareness about the magnitude of what happened. In the affected neighborhoods, life came to a standstill. Businesses closed early, services were interrupted, and many people were unable to return to their homes due to the dangerous roads. Even some public transportation services were compromised by the accumulation of water in tunnels or railways, making travel even more difficult. Normal activity came to a complete standstill, giving way to a night of uncertainty and worry. Many residents have begun organizing to clean up the mud and ice left behind by the hail. The lowest-lying homes were most affected, as they were not only flooded but also received debris from leaves, branches, and trash carried by the water. The feeling of helplessness is mixed with solidarity among neighbors who have shared resources, tools, and support to cope with the first hours after the storm. The situation in southwest Cologne has raised alarms about the recurrence of extreme weather events in Central Europe. What once seemed occasional is now beginning to occur more frequently, and many experts point out that this could be linked to climate change. The intensity of the rainfall, the speed with which water accumulates, and the frequency of atypical hailstorms are all factors that are altering traditional weather patterns in the region. As the city begins to recover, thousands of people will continue to count their losses and assess the damage to their homes. The next few hours will be crucial to stabilize the situation, as the ground remains saturated and additional rainfall is expected. The community remains alert, hoping the worst is over, but also aware that phenomena like this can happen again at any time.